y'all write bullshit. Y'all write poems that have no benefit, no profit, and you don't give glory. You receive the glory and don't give all glorification to Yahweh Shai and Yahweh.
And that's the thing, man. Why? Again, like, why should the we're preaching right now the destruction of America, man. Nobody wants to hear that. But again, why should the Most High reward this person, man, who does that shit, man? Y'all don't deserve no reward of any type. We don't. Nobody deserves. Well, the scriptures tell you that we don't deserve a reward.
All men fall short of the glory of the Most High.
But the Most High is merciful, man. It is a tender love
for the elect.
For the elect. There you go.
You gotta be specific and thorough and concise with these 2/3 because they may include themselves. The Lord only dealing with the elect. That's who He has mercy and long suffering for. That's who He's waiting for. If it wasn't for them, this place would have been destroyed, like Isaiah said. We should have been at Sodom and Gomorrah if it wasn't for the small remnant. So you gotta be specific and detailed with these 2/3 because you 2/3 would be like, oh, well, I can make it, have a chance. It's like y'all already had that attitude. And that's one of our jobs too, is to come down, or Yahweh Shai has us out here to knock down that vain imagination that y'all are saved. That's a fairy tale in itself. Y'all wrote that on y'all's heart, or some other man instilled that in your heart to believe that lie.
Oh, hey, well, I was going to speak off of what he said a minute ago about these doctrines and all these things, everything in the world. Like I used to tell him all the time, I used to like to think about it a lot, like these doctrines, these doctrines of the world, man, they profit you only for a little bit. Like if you're trying to get money, cleave to one of those things. But when it comes, like you were saying, y'all write bullshit on the comment board or whatever, on Facebook or whatever, what does the world, all these doctrines do at the end? Like say someone is down, what do they always say? It's okay, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
All right.
God bless you. Things will get better.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
I mean, whether you're a 2/3 or not, you're supposed to get out of that. Yeah. You're not supposed to stay at the bottom. You're supposed to get up. But y'all's vain, like we were reading last week. Y'all's hope is in vain because y'all ain't got no foundation. Y'all ain't got the cornerstone, which is the prime, which is the main part of that foundation, which is Yahweh Shai. Y'all don't got that. So y'all's hope is vain. So when you get up, you're gonna keep falling just like us. We keep falling, but we have more of a sure hope. Y'all don't have no hope because y'all steadily believing in these fairy tales. Whether they're a man wrote them on a book, or you conceived that fairy tale in your own mind. But that's all through the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Like we read earlier, he put that strong delusion into you to believe in a lie. Because first and foremost, you weren't the elect, and at that, you were meant for destruction. And you didn't like to hear the truth. You didn't try to seek out truth.
Like I said, they turned the shoulder.
Yeah, you pulled the shoulder away.
And that's an ungrateful son, man. That's a bastard. That's a person. That's no man, even on earth, man. And that's why I know the scripture I like to bring out, like Romans. The things that are seen in this earth, they should be actually, I was going to bring it out. We were speaking a little bit before we came out. The brother made a good point that the scriptures, they're spiritual, but they're also worldly. Meaning you can use them for the world.
Like for face value.
There you go.
But people, if we don't have that spiritual aspect, they don't see the Bible for the spirituality of it. They look at it as, okay, well, how I can conduct myself at a worldly job. That's what I'm talking about. Like at a worldly job, not how they conduct themselves in a spiritual house. Because when we come into this truth, it's a spiritual job. And it's talking about how it's deeper than what people see it for.
And on top of that, it should be enough for you. The things in the world should be enough for you to realize, like, everything that the Bible says is true. Everything the Most High is saying is true. And how the way y'all conduct yourselves, that should be a conviction towards you. But y'all people don't, like, again, we're battling against your mindset, the way y'all think. Because y'all allow yourselves to believe these fairy tales and lies that they're not going to come to pass. You know, these things are going to happen, and that's why you're going to be destroyed. You know?
Look at this, 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2. Preach the word, be instant in season and out of season. Going back to, look, the Lord never said to go and write poems, go and write doctrines that are unprofitable. Nah, he said preach the word in season and out of season. Just like we read, I don't know if it was last weekend, but the weekend before, or in the book of Isaiah, chapter 6, Isaiah asked him, how long shall I do this, O Lord? Because Yahweh was asking, who shall go for us? To go tell his people to get right. Isaiah was like, send me. But he asked him how long. He said, until the land is wasted. Right? So the scriptures say in season and out of season. It didn't say to go and feed your people bullshit. He said to cast judgment. What did it tell the Pharisees and the scribes? In Matthew 23, he told them that they omit the weightier matters of the law, which is judgment. That's what America don't do. They don't do proper judgment. 2/3 of y'all fall in that category too. Y'all backwards. Y'all accept homosexuals. Y'all accept drug addicts. But a man of the Lord like us, y'all don't accept us. I mean, his brother were talking about how we don't even have a mother and a father no more. We're forsaken. But we know through the Spirit, Yahweh Shai tells us that He's our father and our mother. And you brothers, you elders, and even you younger brothers, y'all are fathers, mothers, and sisters and brothers to us. So we're not alone. We're going back to the point of 2 Timothy 4 and 2. Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers, having itching ears. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned unto fables.
There you go. And like it was, you know, we were talking about that judgment too that's not being placed. Well, that's why, like I said, that the time will come to where they will not endure sound doctrine. The scriptures are proving it right itself that, like you were just breaking it down, you're supposed to be doing this in a season, out of season. It's not supposed to be like, you know, like how the world is. I brought up that movie, The Bucket List, the other week about how, you know, Nicholas, what is it? Not Jack Nicholson was telling Morgan Freeman to pretty much go all out before he dies. You know, live life to the fullest. And Morgan Freeman's like, I'm not about to be a damn fool. And Jack Nicholson's like, never a better time. You know, but that's what America did. You know, like, right, they withhold it. The Most High, well, actually, it tells you in Ecclesiasticus that the things that the Most High has made, there may not be a thing put to it or taken away from it. This is what shall abide forever. So it wasn't like the world. See, Esau, the whole population of 2/3, y'all took these scriptures, man, and y'all took them, I don't know, way overhead, man. Like I said, to be fruitful and multiply, man, y'all went way too far with that. Y'all think that this earth became yours. I mean, y'all forgot it's the Most High. Well, you know, that's what happened. Y'all withstood judgment. Y'all withheld judgment from this earth. So now look where we're at. Now you turn your ears to fables. You want to be an incident. You want to put a judgment out daily. Judgment. That's another thing, man. This word does not keep silent. The Spirit does not remain silent. Truth does not remain silent.
It's like going back to that parable in Luke, where that man, that servant, was given that talent. He wrapped it with the napkin and went and buried it. That's him hindering the Spirit, the gift. And what did the Most High tell him? Like, he was you knew that I was an austere man, a bitter, angry man. That's what that word austere, morally strict. Because to be morally strict, you're mean, you're mad, you're bitter in the eyes of those that are receiving correction, instruction, guidance, right? And what happened to that man? It was bound up and destroyed. He was found as an unfaithful servant. And that's what 2/3 of y'all did. Y'all, that's why it says in Ecclesiasticus 2, make no tarry to turn to the day, to make no tarry from day to day to turn to the Lord. For in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. Sudden destruction shall fall upon it. Right? So y'all keep brushing and pulling it on, pulling the shoulder back. right? Leaving sound doctrine out. Oh, you know, tomorrow I'll come. Nah, tomorrow's too late, because a day to the Lord is 1,000 years. All right, so that day, it's too late, man.
You already did too much.
Your little life, whatever millisecond it is to the Most High, that's what it was. Your day was. Your day was a fucking, yeah, whatever you want to call it. It was nothing. So you basically casted your faith and your salvation away for some bullshit. Fables, fairy tales. That's why the Lord said, follow not your own heart, lest it lead you to destruction. That heart talking about your mind. Right? Well, I'm gonna get this. It's Galatians.
I'm talking about that judgment fell from us.
Well, go ahead.
Right. This is Isaiah 58 and 8. I'll start at verse 8. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made their crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. Therefore is judgment far from us, neither doth justice overtake us. We wait for light, but behold obscurity, for brightness, but we walk in darkness. You know, but that's the point. I was gonna get the whole thing because we always bring it out. But you know, like, well, I was gonna say a minute ago that there's a demon of laziness. Like the brother was saying, they say like one day you wanna, they say do it like this, or I'm gonna do it the next day or the next day. That'll lead you to be lazy. There's a demon of laziness, but the whole point is judgment. There's no judgment in what well, first of all, there's no judgment in these fairy tales. No,
It's all prosperity.
Yeah, it's all prosperity.
Happy endings.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a world of wickedness, a world of iniquity. These fairy tales, these fables, we already told you, man, you listen to these doctrines, you're gonna die. It's plain and simple. We're not being over dramatic about it. That's a sentence for listening to lies. You're gonna die.
Oh, this is Isaiah 1:19. If you be willing and obedient, you shall eat the good. You shall eat the good of the land. But if you refuse and rebel, you shall be devoured with the sword, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken it.
Oh, well, like the brother said a minute ago, you wanted to exchange that little, or you wanted to exchange life of that little millisecond of life that you have for listening to these fairy tales, because you could get everything you wanted right then and there. You know, but the Most High said, if you listen to this, if you hearken to Him, you're gonna get life. That good doctrine is what you're supposed to be listening to. And y'all forget that right in this time we're being tested to see if we're worthy of the next kingdom, to see if we're worthy of that. The brother brought out at the very beginning of that inheritance, because the Most High, man, has said He is going away to prepare a more beautiful thing for us. Yahweh Shai, man, He's going back. Can you believe, man? Let's bring it out right now. Can you actually believe that the elect, we're going to be having houses of gold, houses made out of pure gold? The streets are going to be made of gold. You know, you can't. It's impossible to make a gold house or a silver house. It'll tarnish or it'll crumble. Someone will try to steal your little gold specks off your windows or something. But in the kingdom there, man, you're not going to have to worry about suffering or any suffering, poor, being poor, needy, helpless, a beggar, whatever. You ain't have to worry about that. And this time you do. But in this time you gotta be willing to sacrifice a lot of things to see if you, because you're looking for that greater inheritance and that and what's to come. But y'all, like again, y'all people wanted to give up the good thing for something that is not gonna profit you at all. So you're gonna die for that.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 14. For the hope of the ungodly is like dust that is blown away with the wind, like a thin froth that is driven away with the storm, like as a smoke which is dispersed here and there with a tempest, and passeth away as a remembrance of a guest that tarrieth but a day. But the righteous live forevermore. Their reward also is with the Lord, and the care of them is with the Most High. Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom, and the beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. From with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them.
There you go. So the elect, because the elect, they're the ones who are doing the right thing, all right? They're striving for perfection, striving to get out of this place and doing the best of their ability to do righteous judgment on things, or live their life the right way. But you two-thirds, the ungodly, your hope is in vain, because you already, first of all, you don't even have the Most High with you. You don't have the love of the Most High with you. But on top of that, you want to, even whenever it's shown to you, you want to keep pushing it away. That's why your hope is vain, because here it is, like I said in Romans chapter 10, y'all have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. You know, y'all, and look at that, man. Like, again, it's silly, man, and funny, because, like I said, all the day long, the Most High spread out his hands to you, but you didn't want to regard to it. Like, here it is, you're over here on this side struggling, but then you get a chance to where the Most High is showing you, come this way. You want to prosper the right way, come this way. And then what do y'all do? Y'all shake it out of your hand, man, or y'all shrug it away. So that shows you like that, because he's showing you how to prosper the right way and do it the right way. Do everything the right way. Like I said, the righteous will receive the glorious kingdom. You know? So all your hope is vain, and that's all to say about it.
This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 21. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? Then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
Right, and here's what breaks apart the ones who are going to make it to the kingdom and the ones that don't. Because the ones who were saying, Lord, Lord, not everyone that says, Lord, Lord, the ones who were saying, Lord, Lord, but don't make it, they were listening to their mind, all right? They were the ones who thought they were doing the right thing, but they weren't. The ones who were, they were, like we already told y'all, y'all were persuaded, y'all were on spot to where you're like, I'm going to be saved. I'm doing it the right way, but y'all weren't. All right, that's you know, the brother was speaking about it a minute ago, how Most High was telling y'all not to hearken to your own mind, listen, because it'll lead you to the way of destruction.
So wait, what is it, Jeremiah 17 and 9?
Yeah, 17 and 9. Yeah.
It says that the mind, the heart is desperately
deceitful of all things.
Yeah. Who can know it? These two-thirds don't know it. They don't even know that they're their worst enemy. But we know it. Just like Paul said, we have to put our members into subjection. It's a struggle. It's a fight. It's against ourselves. Not only against ourselves, but also in this world. These bodies, these chains, this flesh that represent chains, bondage. Also being here on this earth under our captor. Our captives are our oppressor, which is Esau. It's a struggle here too. You got different temptations. Even Yahushua, he was hidden in every area as a man, the way a man's tempted. But yet he was without sin. All right, he was in the flesh. He was under the oppressor, which was the Romans at that time. Just like us today, we're in the flesh, still struggling. But also, you know, we're here to serve slavery in America under Esau, still. Right.
Yeah. Well, back to that scripture in Matthew. You know, nobody knows that they're saved, man, and y'all two-thirds, y'all are so sure that you're gonna make it. That's why the Most High is coming back to, because that right there, you're saying that you're already saying that. Well, the brothers always would bring it out to a man if they knew they were the elect. Nobody knows how their mind would react, but if you knew you were the elect, you would probably go off and start being wicked because you knew you were the elect. That's what happens when you two-thirds, y'all think y'all are saved. That's how y'all live your lives. Y'all think y'all are saved already, so y'all can do whatever y'all want.
This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 22. And you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that endureth to the end shall be saved.